Welcome to Classic Car Cave. So this is the Sunday evening. I put the video up on the Jaguar XK150. We've now got to a point where we want to try and see how the canvas looks. We've got the main frame on and it fits well and it goes in and it locks. We've still got to do some work on the woodwork, which I'll show you. That has to be shaped. They come as a basic generic bow, and then you have to manipulate it and fettle it so it fits your screen pillar perfectly. So we've just put the canvas on just to see how it looks, but there's a metal flat bar that goes across the back of it. I'll show you what I'm talking about, and that has to go inside, and it when you put the roof up, it all folds down behind, so you pull the seats forward, the whole roof goes down in the back so you can't see it. All you've got is a leather tonneau cover on the back, and when you put it up, you lift it up and you put the back bit in first, and then as you pull it forward it tightens the canopy or tightens the hood. But it's critical that we get all the wrinkles out of it. But my friend in New York, David, who's done this work already, he said it's critical that you don't put the glass in until you've got the frame all set up properly, because, and again I'll show you this, what will happen is the frame will get caught in between the overlap of the canvas, and I think it actually happened to him where he had the windows up and he put it on and then he couldn't get the doors open because they were in the wrong position. I mean, they have to be in the right position for the regulators, but also in the right position for the canvas, and obviously we need to make sure that the canvas is pulled over them as well and they're nice and tight, so it's as weatherproof as you can get with a lightweight top like this. 90% of the time, probably 95% of the time, it will never go out in the rain. If we get caught in the rain, that's no problem, but 9 times out of 10 it will be in the middle of summer where it's 38 degrees here, 35, 38, so it's perfect driving weather. Anyway, I'll show you what we're up to and some of the issues that we've come across, and I'll give you an update where we are with some of the other stuff, which is unfortunately not very far, but I'll let you know anyway. I hope you enjoy the video. So Amir's found this problem here. You can see that bracket there, which is for the roof, is up in its highest most point. Now we don't know if that's right, it could be anywhere in those slotted grooves, but that's just to see. Now when we put the cover on, unfortunately the cover, you can see there, you can see that it's far too low down. If I bring this down, you can see it's right down in one side and at the bottom. Now if we have to go down any further, that's even worse, because the problem is this piece is going to be right down low like that. So the only thing we can do, if we try to reshape that, we're going to make a right mess. So Amir's decided to, we've got some 1mm aluminium and he's going to make another one. It is only a cover, but he's made another one, and this is the one he's making now. So you can, the biggest problem with this, if he puts it back in, I'll show you, you can see it's got to go on that lip there, but when he puts it round that lip, this is the biggest problem. Look at this, and that's as far back as it can go. You see this massive hole? Don't worry about this bit, that we can glue that back under, yeah. But there's a massive hole under here. So what he's done is made this new piece with a longer lip on it, and that should cover that hole, but it would mean we have to take the stuff off here. Hopefully we can get it off. I think we can. Oh. Yeah, I think we'll be able to get it off. We'll take it off and put it on. You can see Amir's remade this one here. Sorry about the blood. Amir's remade this one here. And it's in much better shape now, and he's also working on this side. This was out as well, unfortunately. So just to take you around, sorry about the bad camera work, but you can see how that looks now, and it's got this nice piece on it. When I was in the UK, I went to a place called Woolies. I don't know if you guys are aware of Woolies in the UK, but they're an old-fashioned place that do you know, kind of edgings and this kind of stuff. And I bought a roll of this, and it was in an off-cut bin. They have a bin on the side and it's just full of off-cuts, and they just tape them up and sell them off, and I think this was something like 10 quid. and it works out that instead of the grey that you can see here on the pillow, on the windscreen pillar, we're going to do it in the red instead, and I think this will look far more classy. It's more colour match to it, and it'll look much better against the edges. So and there was a huge amount of it. It's enough to do 2 cars, and it's not far off the colour. Might look a bit gaudy, but it's better than the grey. I think the greys too stand out. So in here, for instance, you can see this little edge here. There's supposed to be edging in that, grey edging, but all the cars had the same thing. I think William Lyons was trying to save money by buying all the same materials, but it stands out against the beige, then the grey, and then the beige again. I think that this will look much far superior to it, and it was an off-cut, and as I said, for a tenner I thought, no, I'll grab it. I didn't even know if it was the right colour, but it looked better, I thought, than the grey. Anyway, onwards and upwards. So there's the other side he's making now. It's particularly dusty, just give you an idea. The reason is we had to work on this dining table. It's an old antique table, and it, it's been in service for nearly 20 years, and so we had to rub it all back with 80-120, and then recolor it, and then put the finish on it. So that's all done there ready, and that's why there's so much dust in it, and that's why the Mini Cooper is actually outside at the moment, but fortunately there's no minuses. So there's the back of the car, and what I was talking about is here, there's a pocket under here. Here you can see, and this is where this bar goes in underneath. This obviously would be trapped underneath like that all the way along. But it has to go into these. So there's a bar, and it slides into that one, and the one on the other side, obviously. There's one on the other side, they're just chrome. So the tonneau will come up to about here somewhere, the leather tonneau, and that stays on the car permanently. And then the rest is put up as and when you need the hood. But I think the colour's really nice, and I think it's going to go well. So these are the flaps I'm talking about here. This is where the glass has to go against it. I can't set this up because of the way it works, but you can see how the mechanism works here. There's 2 chrome lock handles, so as you turn this, it pulls the hood tighter onto the stem. So you can see it here as it goes in, and then when I pull this back, it latches the whole thing in. And obviously this can only come up to wherever that is on the window. So that goes forward a little bit. So we've got to work out how all this goes. A lot of work, but yeah. So, and all this bow has to be cleaned up as well. But we're getting there, and pretty pleased. What I'm going to do is I'm going to do the same as the seat bases you see there. I'm going to paint them the same beige as the top. Normally these were grey, like battleship grey. All of it was grey. I think Mr. Lyons, Sir William liked a lot of grey paint, and they were grey as well. But I do think they look better. They're going to be covered in vinyl or leather, but obviously I can't do that with a hood because of the way it hinges and everything. So we'll pre-paint this. It's galvanised now, but we'll paint it and get it on, and then get this top worked out how we need to have it, and go from there. So these last bits are always what is it they say, the last 10% is 90% of the job. There's some truth in that. So yeah, internally you can see we've made 2 new covers, a new cover there for the edge, and in fact I like the doors so you can see it a little bit better. So, and you can see here the same thing. you can see that fits much better. There's a little bit of a crease in that, but we've got to get the material now to fit these. Yeah, it should be quite nice once it's all done. Looking forward to it. So these are these finishing up jobs that that needs kind of sorting out. So just to give you a quick update, this Easy Steer from Holland, we've got a thread nut coming for that from Amazon. Should be here next week sometime, hopefully. Well, it said 10 days to 2 weeks. So then hopefully we can get this cleaned and the lock will work. The threaded lock will work to stop the steering coming in and out. The tyres, I'm just waiting for Gummy Gressel. This is our local dealers who are doing the tyres. I've already had the wheels, I've had them for some years. We'll get them on. And also I'm waiting for Gillett to talk to me about this chrome, whether it's been brazed up yet or not. So they're the things that we're waiting for. And also from John Skinner, I'm waiting for the leather that's going to go on the back here. This leather tonneau that's going across here on the back, which is what you see all the time. The one I had was this canvas and it just didn't look right against the seats. So I've gone for the same material. I'm not sure if it's leather or it's vinyl. I think it might be leather, I'm not sure. There we are. Get going with the canvas top, and hopefully all this other stuff will niche up now, you know, these other issues, outstanding issues. Hopefully they'll all come together and we can get it sorted, because I really want to get all the paperwork done now and have it turfed, hopefully put it in for a turf around sort of end of April, start of May, if the weather's it's looking like it's going to stay nice now. But that's why I'd like to get it turfed so we can use it, you know, June, July, August, September, and get, you know, at least 3 or 4 months out of it this year. Anyway, that's as far as we're going with it today, and yeah, the Mini's looking well. Just give you a little quick update on that, just to finish up. We've got these carpets for it, and you can see that there they are in it. Quite nice, got nice little matting on them, they fit quite nice. So I've done this side now, this side is secured, and so is this side now, top secured. I've made the bits, and we just wait for the leather to turn up, well not leather, the vinyl. And I need some more sponge, but for a bit of a smaller sponge. So, yeah, Sunday night, time to knock off. Anyway, as usual, stay safe, keep the faith, enjoy your hobby, and I'll catch you in the next one. Hopefully by then we've got an update and something new onto the car. Anyway, take care everybody, bye for now, be good to each other.